welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be going over what's coming in for you for December 2025. This is a timeless reading though, so whenever you find this message is when you're meant to hear it. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Leos. So make sure to check out all your placements and then check back on my channel to see if there's any other messages for you in those placements. If you'd like a personal reading, check out my description box below. There you'll find details on how to reach out to me through my Moonlight Studios website, where you can purchase that personal reading. I also sell other things too. I am an artist, so if you're interested in that, check that out. Let's see. I also have a Facebook where I do free readings every now and then with my friend Paige. We do readings sometimes on Fridays or Saturdays, normally Saturdays. When we do have the chance. I will say this though, when it comes to the holidays, normally we are pretty busy, so we don't always have time to do readings during those months. So yeah, let's go ahead and begin. We will start out with your career reading, and then we're going to move into your love portion of the reading. We will be using my Tarot de la Nuit deck and my de la Nuit Oracle deck to pull your messages for today. Only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Never force anything to fit. I will be pulling names from my name deck at the very end of this reading, and that is for career and love, so check that out too. And let's begin. Spirit, please connect me with Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is coming in for them for December 2025? This is a timeless reading though, so whenever they find this message is when they're supposed to hear it. It is not limited. Too many. Okay. What's coming in for them for career? We have Snow Queen. Things might be at a halt. I'm kind of feeling like I'm getting a vision of like your bank or something. There's like a halt in payment or something. We have Emerald City, something to do with business. Something to do with business. You could be like a city worker or something. Some kind of hole in your money. Just picking up on that. It's kind of giving me the feeling of like how the government was shut down. I could be talking to someone who was affected by that. Somebody who had like a business job, like a city job or something that had to do with getting paid by the government. We have Alice in Wonderland. You might have looked into like getting loans or something, other ways of payment to get this taken care of. Car payment might be late. This isn't going to resonate with everyone, just a couple of people. There's a possibility that like this message could resonate with you, but the tarot message could not. So just keep that in mind, or even vice versa. Anything else? Okay. We have donkey skin. Okay. Baba Yaga. Okay. Interesting. So that was the message for someone out there. I have another message coming in. This is a different kind of timeline. I am picking up on somebody who is making themselves known. Somebody who is coming out of the darkness and into the light, really showing their skills, really making, they're saying making themselves pop is what they're saying. Really like coming out of the darkness. Not being scared. Like if you are scared, they're encouraging you to come out and actually make yourself known, get out there, be seen. Maybe you need to move to like a bigger city because finances were halted. If you were in like the country or, you know, like wherever you were, I just feel like your skill set was meant for a different location. So there's like some kind of move that was important, and you had to get out of being comfortable and actually move to like a bigger city, or just getting like travel, exploring your options, getting out there, being seen. So yeah, those are two different messages, for two different Leos. There is a possibility that there might be a Leo out there that is dealing with both of those storylines. Just again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Your intuition was telling you though that you needed to get out of this stagnancy and move. Something is awaiting you. We have Ace of Wands, new passionate beginnings. You hold the key to opening that up for yourself though. We have the Hermit, Four of Swords, and Page of Wands. You might be healing your finances, so you're looking for a different job, especially if you were working for the government or something that really might have hurt you, not being paid. That doesn't mean like that's exactly what happened. I'm just giving an example. But I feel like somebody's finances were hurting, and it's like you had to go within to see what you should go after, like what job you should go after. To make, even like starting your own business, you might start doing that, to be seen. That's Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy. Yeah, starting something new, something that's going to be stable for you, something that you're going to be very happy with. This doesn't mean like you have to have your own business. This just means that it's just a new adventure for you. Something that can be financially successful if you choose to go after it. But you have to make yourself seen. Like, that's really important right now. See, lots of success. Six of Wands is my success card. Following your passion is where you're going to find the most success. Because not only is it going to be like financially, they're saying financially stabilizing, but also like financially secure, also like you're going to love doing it. You're going to be thriving in your passion. So it's important for you to go towards that. This is definitely something new. You've been contemplating on this for a while, of going in this new direction. You might have like new ideas. You could be like in artist industry or something. That's not for everyone. That's just for someone. But it's about like creating this foundation for you to be successfully and financially, that way you could be financially successful is what I meant to say. Sorry about that. Sometimes I slip on my words when I'm channeling because the information's coming in so fast. Tell me more. Yeah, so you're definitely healing from this Tower. This is my healing card. This is my Tower card. So the way I read cards is I go across, but at the same time, once we get to the second line, they tell me like more clarification on each of these as we go down. And it gets to like the ending of this whole, like the overall message. So I read my cards differently than most people. But there was something that definitely happened, which was a Tower moment that you had to heal from. And that caused you to go within, to go in a new direction. I feel like you know that this new passionate idea could be very successful if you were to actually go down this path. Yeah, but you have to make movement towards this path. This is about like finding adventures and stuff. This is about movement forward. So leaving the past in the past and still like tracking on, like keep on swimming, swimming. You might be a fan of Finding Nemo. They're bringing up Dory. You might be forgetting something. They're bringing her up, like her being forgetful. If it's like so much like coming in, make sure to write things down to keep yourself organized. Is it like a side note? Especially if you're starting your own business. So I feel like something wasn't stable, something was very in and out, something was not like really working out. You had this breakthrough moment. You're facing the facts and walking away from what was not like working out for you in the past. You wanted something more stable. You wanted to feel balanced. You wanted to feel secure. So that's why you were choosing to walk away from what no longer serves you and go into this new passionate beginning. You contemplated heavily on this, though. I kind of feel like you might have had this feeling about going in this direction before, but you decided not to. You decided not to. And you chose something else, which turned out to be a tower, and then you had to heal from it. And now you're revisiting this idea, is what I'm feeling. That's for someone out there, not everyone. For others of you, I feel like the last time you went after your dreams, it ended in a tower moment, which things just fell apart, and so you had to heal from it. So you're kind of afraid of going forward in this new direction because you're afraid it might happen again. But they're telling you, as long as you like think it through and really like get your thoughts in order, like I said, if you're forgetting something, make sure to write it down. Have a plan available to you. Business plan is important. And forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for what has happened in the past. The thing is that when it comes to these towers, they're saying that we are not born knowing the information. We have to experience different things in order to learn which way to go, which way not to go, what works for us, what doesn't work for us. Without these experiences, we don't learn, we don't grow. So it's important to have like trial and errors. That way we know how to move forward in the next adventure that we have. That way we know like what's going to work for us, what's not going to work for us. It's just that building that experience. Like there's going to be hiccups, there's going to be issues. So it's important for you to forgive yourself for not knowing the answers and for whatever didn't work in the past, to allow that to fall and be like, okay, it didn't work out, let's try this again. So yeah, they just want you to really forgive yourself and understand that like you were in the learning process and it just, that wasn't supposed to work out for you. Doesn't mean you weren't supposed to experience it at some level. It just means like that was just one part of your story. That's not your entire story. Now you going within, finding out which step to go towards next, like what adventure to seek out next. Now you can plan it better and get everything together so that you can make sure that this is successful. But they are saying it, the success is really linked to your passion. So it's safe to say that whatever you're really passionate about is what you're supposed to go after. That's where you're going to see your most success at. Because we have my passion card right here, and then we have my success card. And then walking away from whatever does not bring you passion and success, okay? Can you tell me more? 9 of Wands reversed. You try not to think about everything. I feel like you just keep on moving. I feel like you don't allow things to get you down. So that's good. You just keep on moving. But they're also bringing up, okay, so that's great that you don't let it get you down. However, this is only for some of you, not all of you. Because obviously somebody's beating themselves up because things didn't work out in the past. But then we have someone over here who just keeps on moving and grabbing whatever opportunity that comes. Just make sure that you are learning from your past experiences on whatever happened. That way you don't make the same mistakes going forward in this new beginning. Five of Cups. Okay. They told me that you might have been involved in a business that was not fulfilled. Like it wasn't fulfillful. I'm not even, I don't know if I'm saying the right word. It wasn't fulfilled. Your heart wasn't fulfilled in this other job. Your passion wasn't being met. It feels like your money might have been great, but there was something missing. And I feel like you had a breakthrough on what you should do. Maybe that's why you were in and out of a situation. You didn't know if you really wanted it. It was something stable, but it was not something that was going to last because it's not what you truly wanted. The karmic wheel is trying to balance everything out and move you in the right direction, just so you know. It's trying to put you in your power where you have the confidence and know how and what to do next. Yeah, in your power. I literally just said trying to put you into your power. This is the Leo card. So, since you had doubts on this other thing that you were working on in the past, it could even be something you're working on in the present, and you're just trying to find out what you should do, if you should stick in what you're doing right now or go towards this new passionate beginning. It feels like this karmic wheel is trying to move you into your power so you can make that decision more easily rather than being stuck. Okay. Slow movement towards your new passionate beginning. So you're slowly moving away from an old job to go into this new beginning for yourself. It's a slow thing though. I just feel like you're not fulfilled in your other whatever you're doing right now or whatever you're doing in the past. I feel like you're not fulfilled right now. And you're looking for something new, something that's going to be very stable, something that's going to be worth it. But not just stable as in like money wise, but also stable when it comes to your sense of being. Okay. Your inner self, not just the physical material wealth, but also your inner calling. Empress. Yeah, the Empress, she doesn't just get on this throne just by doing nothing. Like, she worked her ass off. She did everything she could to, you know, get to where she is. She had to go through these different experiences to actually get to where she is. She's just not like born with it. I mean, don't get me wrong, people are born with skills and it seems like it comes easy for them. But even with them, they have to have like a business plan and everything. They have to think smart so they don't get taken advantage of. They have to be able to like know how to run a business, you know? Like everyone kind of falls before they actually start off like you crawl before you walk, you know, before you stand, before you walk, before you run. Like there's a process of going through everything. And you're going to fall before you run, you know what I mean? Because you're getting the balance of things. You're learning, you're experiencing things. I feel like it's taken a while for you to figure out like what you should do. You're really contemplating on what you should do. Again, the overall message I'm getting here is you're going to find success in your passion. If you're not passionate about the job that you're in right now, it's not the one for you. You need to go after the one that you're actually passionate about. Anything else? Ten of Cups. Yeah, see, grieving because you were unfulfilled. Okay. And the thing is, you had the breakthrough, which is going to lead to this Ten of Cups. Okay. Ten of Cups is like in love with life. Have a great family life. Have a great personal life. Like lots of love. You know, just feeling fulfilled in the heart, mind, and soul. You have options. Again, confidence, getting back into your power. The universe is sending you many options available to you. They're saying it's at your feet. They're showing me Jasmine. They're showing me when she was trapped in the castle and she felt like there was nowhere to go and she wasn't able to really experience life. And then Aladdin, he comes up and he's like, do you trust me? And it was after they already met and he was Prince Ali, and you know, they went on the magic carpet ride and she really got to see the world and she was like excited and passionate, like she fell in love with life again. She fell in love with him. So it really feels like you falling back in love with life, because I feel like what you're doing right now is too mundane, I guess. It's not really feeding your soul. So you're you feel like something's missing, and you feel like you need to find what's missing. You feel like there's this passionate new beginning that's coming. Your soul is telling you it's coming. But yeah, otherwise you're going to stay in this heartbreak. You're going to stay in this heartbreak if you don't make that change. See, that's crazy. I love spirit. That's crazy. You gotta make this change if you want to get out of this heartbreak, because otherwise you're going to feel like you wasted your life. So the overall message here, go after the idea that gives you the most fulfillment through your passion. The thing that you're most passionate about, that's what you need to be in. The thing that drives your fire, that's what you're supposed to be doing. Don't play small. Don't hide yourself away. Don't be trapped like Jasmine. You need to actually experience the world, get out there and see it, and see what fits best for you. What makes you most excited? Okay. We have Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius again, Aries, Scorpio, Aries, Pisces, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Virgo. You could have these highly in your chart, not necessarily, but more likely yes. Especially when they kept on saying Saturn return. Some of you could be around the ages of like 27 to 30. That's normally when you have that Saturn return, and you start figuring out that you have a calling waiting for you. And you normally like evolve during that time. Everyone, from what I've seen, goes through that. Okay. So that's important to note. But yeah, you could be going through your Saturn return right now. Make sure to look that up to see what it all means. I know when I had my Saturn return, that's when I went into my awakening. I was 29 at the time, and it changed my whole life, to be honest. But yeah, okay. And even if you're not spiritual, like, you normally go through that. It's actually linked also to like if you marry someone, like your relationships and stuff. There's a reason why they say don't marry when you're young, because the thing is that you're a completely different person once you get to a certain age, which is normally typically around 30. Your whole mindset, your whole view changes on life. So that's why they say make sure you wait until you're older, because otherwise there's more likely that you will get like a divorce or something, or go through something traumatic, you know. I don't know. Take that as you will. That's just my observation about the whole situation. That's what happened to me. But yeah, you really change. You like really grow up when you're like pushing 30. So take that as you will, though. Think of 2 questions, yes and no questions. Label them 1 and 2. The order that they pop out is the order that they will be answered. Pause the video if you need more time. These are focus messages for this specific reading, Spirit. Please let me know, let Leo know, what focus messages should they focus on for this reading. Okay, Leo, focus on yourself. That's funny. Karmic. You're clearing some kind of karma. It's long term. Okay, so yeah, you're coming into alignment with yourself and what you're supposed to do in life. That's the overall message right there. Leo is the first thing that popped out, which I think is very significant considering you are a Leo. Leo is also August and July. I'm sure you guys know that, but I always name the months, and when months pop out, I name the signs. That way people are aware because not everyone knows it. But we have Leo is important. 222 alignment. You are on the right path at the right time. Know your worth. I feel like you do know your worth. I think in a sense you do. I feel like that's why you're so depressed and stuff, because you know that you're meant for more in this lifetime. And I feel like you need to fulfill that. That's probably why you have unfinished business. You're feeling that pull towards this unfinished business because your heart is not fulfilled currently and it needs to like move in that direction. You're having a breakthrough, which we talked about. There was a breakthrough right here. This was the breakthrough that you're not fulfilled, and there's something out there that's going to make you fulfilled. We have 1010, hope. What you are trying to manifest is coming closer to you. That's important. You're manifesting it. Father could play an important role in this whole situation. Your dad could have had some strong opinions on like what you should do with your life, or and if you're close to your father, maybe he has some helpful information on how to help you about this. Your father could also be on the other side. This is a signal for him, for you, him saying hi to you, okay? He's guiding you right now. We have you're mirroring them. You're mirroring someone. You could be mirroring your father. Make sure to check that out. You might be doing some of the same stuff he did, okay? And you may not even know it. We have long term. So, yeah, know your worth long term. You don't want to be stuck in something that you're not happy with for a long term. If you're not happy with it, you need to realize that it was supposed to be short term and there's something else out there for you, and that's where you need to know your worth. Your first answer is yes. We do have karmic. Some kind of karma was involved in this whole situation. Maybe you were supposed to do this other thing and clear the karma before you can move into your power. Your purpose is what they just said. They want you to cleanse yourself so you can think better. They're also saying that you could use fluorite to help you like get clearer thoughts. So if you have fluorite, I highly suggest like you wearing it on you or something. If you have like a bracelet or even like a small stone that you could carry around, that'll help keep your mind focused and clear. They're bringing up Dory again on her forgetting. Maybe you have so much on your plate, so much on your mind, and that stone right there will help clear those thoughts and everything so that you can think more clear. The fog will go away. Reignite that spark. So something in your life, you're reigniting that spark so you can move forward with it. This is a test. Are you going to actually go for what you want in life, or are you going to settle for what you've been settling for? We have twin flames. So you have a twin flame that's involved in this situation. Not everyone, but somebody, okay? You could also be marrying them. That is very common in the twin flame relationship. We have they are coming back correct. So there is a possibility that you are a twin flame, and your twin flame may be coming back into your life, okay? Normally there's a separation period. They learn what they need to learn. You learn what you need to learn, and then eventually you guys come back together, and either it works out or it doesn't, and you go your separate ways again. It's pretty much coming into alignment with your twin flame. If you're out of alignment with them, then you guys can't work it out. You still have more work to do, and you focus on you, they focus on them, build that up and then come back together. But yeah, and then we have manifest your dreams. So right now you're manifesting. It's a big time for you. We also have October. That's about Scorpio and Libra. Libra is about balancing. Scorpio is about change. Okay, so manifesting your dreams. So you're balancing out your whole situation, which we did see over here. The Two of Pentacles is all about balancing something that might have been hot and cold. And then we have Death, which is Scorpio. This is about change coming in. Change from this Three of Swords, which is heartbreak, okay? So yeah, you are manifesting a huge change in your life. And then we also have September, which is Libra, emphasis on balancing. And then we have Virgo, which is about like grounding and gathering your thoughts and everything. So that's important to note. And we are going to pull from my pink deck to see if another answer pops out for you. Question number 2 for my Leo babies, please. What's the answer to question number 2? Pause the video if you need more time to think. Question number 2, please, Spirit. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. We have the Devil, addiction, obsession, materialism, excessive powerlessness. The answer is no. This is a Capricorn card. Okay. So something, whatever your question was about, that could be something toxic. There's some kind of toxic, you're saying behavior. There's some kind of toxic energy attached to that question that you're asking. So that's important to note. That's probably why my no card didn't pop out, because they wanted to emphasize that to you and let you know that something toxic is attached to that question. Could be if it's about a person, about a job, something toxic about it. Okay, so just be cautious on that. But yeah. So that is your first reading for career. We are moving into your love portion. Just so you know, I am an artist. I also do illustrations. My sister's a writer. We did come up with this book called Crystal Beasts. It's a 12-book series. There will be 36 books all together, though, because I will be creating baby books and coloring books on top of that. I also do markets where I sell cups and blankets and t-shirts and all that kind of fun stuff. I also sell like keychains from my books. I own Moonlight Studios. My book Crystal Beast is my brand that is branched off of that. Moonlight Tarot, which you're watching right now. This is another branch off of my business. My business does multiple things. But yeah. I also do have a crochet animal line. They're called Jungle Babies. And they are based off of characters in my book, animals in my book as well. You can adopt those animals. They do come with adoption certificates when you adopt them, and then for 15% of proceeds go back to the actual animal themselves. When you purchase my books, the 15% of proceeds goes to the Amazon rainforest and the animals. Okay, so the environmental stuff. But yeah, and then I also have another line. They're called Jungle Buddies. This is from my Jungle Buddy collection. He is a backpack. Okay. But he's a bat. He's not completely finished. I have to make his wings, his feet, his tail. But they open up. Head pops up. And then the body opens. This is the actual bag portion. There's a liner that's inside. That is Galaxy. It goes with my brand, Moonlight Studios. But yeah, so he's available. 15% of proceeds will I can't talk. 15% of proceeds will also go back to the Bat Sanctuary, okay, when you purchase him. So if you're interested in that, there is that. He's handmade, just like my other Jungle Babies. The stuffed animals, they're handmade. These are my books. I have the first main book, and then the coloring book that goes along with the main book. I'm still working on the baby book, but his name is Arrow, and then this is his higher self. He finds his crystal and he transforms into his higher self to help fix the issue that's going on in his realm. Each of my books are centered around a different animal, a different location of the world, and each of them have a different zodiac sign. So with Arrow, he is an Aries. So yeah. this is my book. Gives a little map of like where they're located and stuff. This is a children's book, obviously. It's a mixture of scientifical facts and spirituality all combined. So my sister and I, we wanted to create a series that helps the animals and the environment. So that's what we did. There's fun facts at the end where the kids can learn about like the rainforest and some of the animals and stuff in it. And then, so that's that book. And then we have the coloring book. This book belongs to, and then it'll have like, it goes A through Z for the animals. A is for alligator. When they turn the page, it gives the information. That way, if the kid wants to like color it, rip it out, like the information is still attached to that page about the animal. But yeah, Arrow and friends. So Arrow goes throughout the jungle and finds all the different animals in there. There's also activity pages too. With these, they are related back to my book. So that's important to note. Arrow's word search. So like Amazon, diamond, temple, guardian, like all those words are associated with the book. This is Arrow and his family. We have Arrow, his mother Mira, and his brothers Chase and Milo. Tic-tac-toe. And then like Arrow's crossword puzzle. So in order to know these answers, you have to have the first book. But yeah. Goes through everything. And then there's another fun project in here. They can make jungle puppets. So they color them, they cut them out, and then they put them on popsicle sticks. So kids can play with the animals. And yeah. At the end, there is an answer key in case kids have issues, and then a QR code for them to see more products in our shop. So, but there's that. So if you're interested in that, check that out. I am working on my second book right now, which is going to be about Atlantis, and a Ryla named Seal, or a seal named Ryla. Sorry about that. A seal named Ryla. Yeah, she's from Atlantis, and so some of you might be wondering, well, how could like Atlantis get donations? You know, it's not really about that. It's more about like the ocean, pollution in the ocean and stuff like that. So that's important to know. But yeah, and then I am an animator, so I do plan to turn this into a TV show or movie one day. So if you're interested in that, check that out. But I will start on the love portion of this reading. So tell me, Spirit, we already have one card. Tell me what's coming in for Leo. Leo babies, what's coming in for their love situation, please? Hansel and Gretel. Okay, be careful. I feel like, again, taken advantage of. Maybe that's how you feel. It's like you're kind of scared of falling for a trap. Cinderella. Huh. Breaking free energy. Breaking free from something, from some kind of trap. Breaking free. Little Mermaid. You might feel cursed. Interesting. You might be dealing with like somebody who keeps showing you, like, how do I put this? You might be dealing with the same kind of people, and it kind of feels like you're trapped. You kind of feel like you're cursed or something, and you can't find that soulmate that you're looking for. You kind of feel like you keep on repeating the same storyline. Anything else? I feel like that's it, but now we have one more. Snow White. Okay. Again, getting away, feeling trapped, trying to break a curse. It's like you're trying to get out of a situation right now. You just feel like you're in a sticky situation. Can you tell me more with this, Spirit? Please tell me more. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for their love situation. Please tell me more about their situation. Why are they feeling trapped or cursed or like can't move? You can't get out of a situation. Walking away. You need to walk away from a situation. Something keeps pulling you in. Somebody from the past keeps pulling you in. It's like you can't shake them. It could be memories. It could just be them in general, like coming to you. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Strong masculine energy trying to... Yeah, you're supposed to end this situation, this cycle, but it feels like you can't. If you notice, it was upside down. It's like the door is still open for them to come in and out of your life, and that's why this curse isn't being broken. This is why you can't move on from this person, because the door is still open. Yeah, upside down. New love is not allowed to come in until this old love is taken care of, until that old cycle is taken care of. It's like you want the new love to come in, but at the same time, you just feel drawn back to the same situations. And I kind of feel say you have left a person in the past, okay, and you moved on from them, but then you ran into another person and they're very similar. Like you notice a lot of similarities. It's like you keep meeting the same person in different bodies. That's because you haven't learned whatever lesson you're supposed to learn from them. So new energy can't come in until you step up and like say enough is enough. I'm not dealing with this no more. Four of Wands could have been somebody you were married to. Okay. Stuck in a contract. Gotcha. You could be like wanting to move on and find new love, but you might be like going through a divorce right now. You're trying to walk away, but it feels like things are not moving to how you want them to move. You want to move through this, you want to get done, over with, and just move forward, but you just want to be happy. You want to find that soulmate that actually, like, shares that spark with you, somebody who shares happiness with you, and just like move on from the old energy. You're so sick and tired of the old energy. Yeah, you want new adventures. You want to find someone new, somebody who aligns with you more, somebody you actually get along with. I get the feeling you want to be by yourself. I feel like you might have gone through a spiritual awakening. You want to see what else is out there, but I feel like you have gone through a spiritual awakening. I feel like you've done a lot of contemplating about this whole situation, and you just want to break free from everything from the past and just move into the new. You don't want to deal with any past bullshit anymore. You see a lot of toxicity and all that past stuff, and so it's like you don't want to deal with it anymore. You're just tired of it. Just straight out, you're just tired of it. You want to be stable in your own energy, even if like it's moving slowly. It's moving slowly towards that stability. You have a new beginning coming up for you. I feel like you're going to be able to get over whatever is going on. I feel like you're going to be able to end this old contract and move into the new. I feel like you're going to feel very accomplished once this does truly happen. Once you finally allow this person or this type of energy to finally exit your life, especially if they're showing up in other people, once you finally like are done with that lesson and finally like move away from that kind of energy, you're going to feel so accomplished that you achieved that lesson and that you're actually able to go into something new. So tell me more. I feel like you, it feels like something new just, every time something new tries to come in, it's like it's taken from you. It's like you're never able to have this new happy beginning. I feel like you feel trapped, wounded. It's somebody from your past. Somebody, I feel like you're married to this person, some kind of long-term commitment. You could have children with this person. Um they're wanting you to gain that confidence back and not allow this person to have power over you. Move out of that energy, move away from them. Single, successful, I feel like that's where you want to be. You just want to move out of that energy and into your own energy. Maybe even focusing on work instead of focusing on other people. You could even be just focusing on working on yourself, like shadow self, especially if you did go through a spiritual awakening. um I feel like you're just putting a lot of work into yourself and growing and learning and building yourself back up. I do feel like there's a long wait that you have been going through when it comes to this situation. I feel like you want to be secure, you want to be stable in a relationship, in a relationship with someone else, but you also want that for yourself. It's like you have to work on yourself first before you can work on that with someone else. Um, and it takes time. It takes time to work on yourself before, because you can't pour from your cup if your cup is empty. You can't pour into someone else. But you want somebody who's just as confident and stable as you to come towards you, so you're not dealing with this old energy of being trapped. You want someone to meet you at your level. King of Wands. You could be connecting with the King of Wands. This is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. So that same spark, that same like leadership, that same power. Um, this could even be you taking your power back. But either way, I feel like you're wanting to meet your match. You're wanting to meet that person that reignites your like soul. You want to get out of this trap that you've been in with this past person and just step into the sunlight and not have to hide in the shadows anymore. You want to be unapologetically you. You want to be happy. You don't want to have to sneak around or anything like that. Yeah, I definitely feel like this past person is holding on to you. I don't know if they're trying to make like if you guys are married, it kind of feels like they are trying to hold on to you through this divorce, maybe like postpone it or whatever, maybe not show up to court. They're doing something, dragging it out so that you can't like move forward. And you're just trying to break free from that. Anything else? Heartbroken. They're trying to tear you down. They're trying to tear down your confidence. God, this person. You classify them as a sort of evil too. They just showed Cinderella and her evil stepmother. Given this person isn't your evil stepmother, but like it's an evil person. Yeah, I could be talking to a guy. Um, there's a possibility you could be dealing with the mother of your children who's trying to hold on to you. That's another thing too. And they're just trying to drag things out in the courts so that you can't move on and be happy. God, I hate seeing stuff like this. It's triggering for me because I've experienced this kind of crap. It's annoying. It really is. It's really annoying. Yeah, you're stuck in a hangman energy. You can't move forward because of somebody holding on to you. You're trying to get everything in order to move on, though. You're trying to. It's like you being single and successful is put on hold because you're trying to balance everything out. You're trying to get everything in order to end whatever cycle this is, this past cycle. Lots of fighting, lots of conflict with this person, and that's what's making it. Money could be held up too. I'm getting that. Maybe there's money owed to you and it's being held up in court or something, or like maybe somebody's not paying child support or something. Maybe that's why you're not able to like really have fun in life because you're so busy working, and if you have children, taking care of the kids, and like you can't have fun with your life because this past person that was married to you, that is the father or mother, they're not contributing to the children, and so it's putting all this burden onto you, so you can't really get out there and meet new people. You can't experience new things because you're so busy working all the time. That's another storyline that's coming in. Only take it if it resonates. Don't try to force it to fit. If it's your story. Six of Wands. So yeah, they're saying don't fret. This cycle is going to end eventually. You're going to be able to take your power back, and yeah, it's going to be successful. Just straight up, you're going to be able to get out of the situation eventually. It's just taking some time. Yeah, see, we got the wishes coming true, stepping out. It's like you had to sneak away. You had to sneak away from this trap to fucking finally step into the new, meet new people, and even just to be with yourself, be content in yourself. Yeah, they just they try to hold on to you. You need to be protective of your energy. That's important too. Don't allow them to diminish your confidence. Don't allow them to poke fun at you or any of that. Don't allow their words to get to you either. I feel like they're just trying to do this to make your life miserable because you didn't want to be with them, because you grew up. There could be a message for you in the career reading as well. There was Saturn return was mentioned in the first reading, I believe. It's all blending together. I believe it was the first reading. But so when people get married, if they marry young, like in their early 20s, normally it doesn't work out because you go through a Saturn return around like 27 to 30. Normally it's like 28, 29. But that's when you like really evolve and change your mindset about like how life should be, like what you should be doing, your passions and everything. Sorry, just making sure it was on. But if you married young and then you had to change your mind, change your heart once you got older, it's because you went through that Saturn return. You went through some kind of spiritual awakening. You realized that you weren't on the path that you were supposed to be on, and it turns out that it felt like a trap, and it felt like you could have been with a very clingy person too. That's possible. And now this person is looking for revenge and trying to tear you down. So just be cautious on protecting your energy. Don't allow them to like mess with your mindset and put you into depression, because that's not healthy. But so we do have Aquarius, we have Virgo, Leo, Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag again. Taurus energy, Virgo energy. Let's see. Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, Pisces. Those are the main signs that I'm seeing. You could be dealing with any of these signs. It could be heavily in your chart. So we're moving into the focus messages. Make sure you think of 2 questions, yes and no. Questions, label them 1 and 2. The order that they pop out is the order that they will be received. Only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Never force anything to fit. Okay, Spirit, connect this to Leo's love reading. Focus messages for this. Ex-lover, apology. Yeah, they're going to try to come in to do this. Mother. You could be a mother, of the children. They could be the mother of your children. Third party situation, stop and think. Somebody was cheating. It's like cheating or something. Some kind of third party situations involved. Or they know that you are finding someone new after leaving, and they're trying to stop you. They might be even like tarnishing your name. So just be cautious on that. Okay. Okay. Man, I'm sorry you're going through this. This is crazy. Okay. We have father. Yeah, I definitely feel like there's children involved. We have father and mother. Cleanse yourself from this person, from the father possibly, or the father needs to cleanse themselves. Whoever you're dealing with, whoever I'm speaking to, this could even be a cross watcher is what they just told me. Whoever I'm speaking to, you are dealing with somebody who's very toxic and is trying to trap you. They're going to try to make you think that you can trust them. You can't. I can tell you right now, you cannot. So you need to defend yourself. This is defending yourself right here. That's the last card. That's the overall message of this reading that ties everything together. You need to leave them alone. You need to move forward and leave this person. They are toxic. You're feeling trapped. This is not a good energy. To cleanse yourself, you can use sage, Palo Santo, frankincense, a salt bath. You could even go ground yourself with a tree to make better decisions. Yeah, there's that. We have July. You could be a July Leo. That's also Cancer energy. We have Aquarius, which is February and January. Something was long term. We have third party situation. So somebody else is involved some way, somehow. Rather, if you're connecting with new people, they could be jealous and trying to stop you, or they could have been cheating on you. Some kind of cheating could have occurred. Take it as you will. Don't ever force anything to fit. Grandpa could be important. Could be on the other side saying hi to you. We do have 444 protection. You are protected. Take that leap towards something new. God's rejection is your protection. There's a reason why things are supposed to end. There's a reason why you're feeling this way. A soulmate is coming in for you. So just be aware of that. Take that leap towards that soulmate is what they said. Virgo, soulmate is that new person. Virgo, which is August and September. You could be a moon sign, Leo. We have Taurus, which is April and May. Apologies, someone's going to come in to apologize to try to restart a cycle with you. It's to trap you. You need to stop and think about it. We have June, which is Cancer, and Gemini. Stop and think about that apology. Go into nature, cleanse yourself so you're in a clear mindset. Mother could be important. Again, you could be a father or a mother dealing with one of those. And then we have ex-lover. Ex-lover is coming in to apologize. Just be cautious. Telling you, it's important to be cautious with this person. It's not good energy. Okay. I'm going to pull 2 yes or no questions from my pink deck because nothing popped out. So think of your questions 1 and 2. If maybe pops out, means things are not set in stone right now. Okay, Spirit. Question number 1 and question number 2, please. That's question number 1. Now question number 2, please. Okay. So for question number 1, we have reversed. Okay. Separation, rejection, disharmony, tension, withdrawal, 2 of Cups, and the answer is yes. Okay, this is a Cancer card. And then question number 2, this is 6 of Wands. It did show up upright. It is success, victory, recognition, praise, triumph, and pride. And the answer is yes. So if you're feeling separation from a new person, it could be because an old person is blocking your path to a new person. So just keep that in mind. And then we are going to move into the name pull for this reading. If your name doesn't pop out, it doesn't mean that this reading is not for you. These are just extra confirmations for people. Your name could possibly not be in this deck, so just take note of that. If you would like your name to be put into this deck, you can join my Patreon, which is $10 a month. There you will receive bonus readings, extended readings, charmed intuition readings, pendulum questions, discounts, all that kind of stuff. And when you first join, you send an email to my email. You send your name and what sign you are. And then I just focus on your sign for the Patreon channel on doing those extended readings and everything. And with each additional month that you are a part of my Patreon, you can add another name to my deck. And on top of that, you, like, if you decide to like quit, like you unsubscribe to my channel, that's fine. I do not pull that name back out. I just keep it in my deck. And those are always used in my free YouTube readings for the monthly videos for each sign. So this could be your name, nickname, middle name, person's name, grandpa's name, anyone involved that has been named. Okay, Leo. One more time. I do know that in the first reading there was also twin flame had popped out, so that's important to note. You might want to check out the career reading. There might be a message in there for you, especially if you know you're dealing with a twin flame. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. We have Leanna, Orisbe, Isabella, Serenity, Anna, Terry, Jennifer, Chloe, John, Rachel, Jessica, Zach, Elijah, Rick, Jason, William, Michelle, Thomas, Hillary, Destiny, Olivia, Andrew, Crystal, Peyton, Henry, Lucas, Noah, Charles, Alejandro, Paige, Ellie, Jamie, Sophia, Ashley, Joey, Julianne, Andrea, Emma, Nathan, Heather, Julia, and Austin. So Leo, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Please like, subscribe, and comment below if this resonated. I really appreciate all the support for my channel. I'm trying to help make it grow so it reaches more people. If you don't want to tell me everything going on in your life, that's fine too. Just leave some emojis or something down below so I know it resonated. But don't forget to turn on that notification bell. That way you are notified when I drop another video. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your month. Make sure to check out my full moon reading I just did. There could be a message in there for you. It's an all signs video. And then next week I will be doing a new moon reading as well. So that will be another all signs video. So yeah, check those out. Could have a message for you. You never know. But yeah, have a wonderful month and a very Merry Christmas. I hope to read for you again soon. Bye.